Why rich people never fly first class.
Have you ever looked at someone sitting in first class and thought, one day, that'll be me? For most people, first class is the ultimate symbol of success. Champagne before takeoff, lie-flat seats, luxury meals, private lounges. It feels like you've reached the top. But here's something airlines rarely talk about. The people with the most money in the world usually aren't sitting in first class at all. In fact, many billionaires actively avoid it. Because the moment you become truly wealthy, first class starts feeling surprisingly ordinary. And once you see what exists beyond it, you'll never look at airports the same way again. Imagine arriving at the airport only 15 minutes before your flight. No long lines. No security queues stretching around the terminal. No crowded departure gates. No announcements echoing through the building. Instead, your car pulls up directly beside a private building that most travelers don't even know exists. Someone already knows your name. Your luggage disappears without you touching it. You walk into a quiet lounge where customs officers come to you instead of the other way around. By the time passengers inside the terminal are still removing laptops from their bags, you're already boarding your aircraft. Not because you're famous, because you're flying differently. This is the world of private terminals, often called fixed base operators or FBOs. And for many wealthy travelers, this is where the journey actually begins. Most people assume billionaires buy private jets because they're faster. They're not. A Gulfstream still flies through the same sky. It obeys the same weather, the same air traffic control, the same physical limits. So why spend tens of millions of dollars? Because time isn't measured in flight hours. It's measured in everything around the flight. Commercial travel steals hours before you even leave the ground. Private aviation removes almost all of them. No waiting, no boarding groups, no fighting for overhead bin space, no delayed passengers holding up departure. Every minute saved becomes something far more valuable. Control. And for someone whose hour might be worth tens of thousands of dollars, control is often worth more than luxury. But here's where things become even more interesting. Not every billionaire owns a private jet. In fact, many don't. Owning one sounds glamorous until you realize what comes with it. Pilots, maintenance, insurance, hangar fees, fuel, international regulations, unexpected repairs that can cost more than most houses. Even for wealthy people, ownership isn't always the smartest move. Instead, many use private jet memberships or fractional ownership. Think of it like owning a percentage of several aircraft instead of one. Need a jet tomorrow? One is already waiting. No maintenance headaches. No crews to manage. No aircraft sitting unused most of the year. To many ultra-wealthy travelers, that's the real luxury. Freedom without responsibility. And then there's something most people never consider. Privacy. When you're worth billions, every airport becomes a risk. Photos, videos, questions, fans, business competitors. Even one stranger posting your location online can become a security problem. Flying privately isn't just about comfort. It's about disappearing. Some aircraft don't even appear on public flight trackers. Routes can be hidden. Passenger information stays confidential. Entire travel schedules become almost invisible. For billionaires, remaining unseen is often more valuable than being admired. Then there are the things money quietly changes. Meals aren't chosen from a menu printed by the airline. A Michelin-starred restaurant can prepare food specifically for the flight. Favorite coffee, specific wine, dietitian-approved meals, even family recipes. The cabin temperature, adjusted before arrival. Lighting, customized to reduce jet lag. Meeting on board, already prepared. Need Wi-Fi powerful enough to run a company? Done. The aircraft becomes less like transportation and more like a flying office, restaurant, bedroom, and boardroom all at once. But here's the twist almost nobody expects. Some of the richest people in the world still choose commercial flights. Just not in the way you imagine. They'll quietly board a regular plane wearing simple clothes. No designer logos. No entourage.
No attention.
Because sometimes, being invisible is the greatest luxury of all. Old money has understood this for generations. Real wealth rarely needs an audience. The louder someone tries to look rich, the less wealthy they often are. Ironically, the people sitting beside you in economy could occasionally be worth more than everyone in first class combined. And you'd never know. This leads to the biggest misconception about luxury. Most people think luxury means having more. More space. More leather. More champagne. More expensive seats. But at the highest level, luxury stops being about things. It becomes about removing friction. No waiting. No interruptions. No unnecessary attention. No wasted decisions. Just complete control over your time. That's what the ultra-wealthy are really buying. Not a better seat. A better life. So, do rich people fly first class? Of course. Many millionaires do. But once wealth reaches another level, first class simply becomes another crowded room. Because the destination was never the seat. It was escaping everything that comes with it. And that's why, for the world's wealthiest people, the most luxurious flight isn't found inside the airport. It's the one that never enters it.